Hey, welcome back to another episode from Life for Living Well. My name is Richard and I will be your anchor for today. Before I dive into the message that I have this week, I quickly like to say if you'd like to know one or two things about Life for Living Well community, you can find it out on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. And if you'd like to sign up for weekly articles that we also release on the platform, you can also sign up to our subscription page by enter your email and you'll be able to get the article relating to any of these podcasts that we release every week. So without taking much of your time, let's dive into it. So what are we looking at today? We're just looking at the four benefits of clarity of purpose. That when our purpose is clear, we have higher chances to make whatever we want to happen. When we're clear where the direction of travel that we want to take, we have opportunity to create the story that can be with us for a longer period and making our goals come to dream. So how these things come together is what I will be looking at in this podcast, and how we notice those benefits when we already establish the clarity of goal. And if we don't have that, what we may able to do to help us to make that come to fruition. As we normally do, we take one individual word and use that word as inspiration to build the context of the podcast, of the message around it. So for this week, I'm taking from Amit Kalantri, and he put it this way: a man with clarity reaches his goal sooner than the man with confidence. So when you kind of think about it, you can be very chaotic because of your intention of what you wanted to do and come from the confidence that you can get it done. But if you don't really have a clear goal, what you want, it will be very difficult to gauge, to measure your success. So that's why you're trying to put it that way. That when we have a clarity of goal, and to reach this stage of clarity of goal, you got to take a time to think about what your dream, your goal is all about. And also have it in mind by having a certain time frame you want to make it happen. It doesn't guarantee it will happen that particular time because there's other factors that you might not have a control about it. You might not really have the motivation or resources of support or knowledge that are required to make that happen at that time that you want. So when you have a clarity of goal, it allows you to see the challenges that you will need to overcome in order to get to the thing that you want to happen. And you also encourage you to work on your strength and area that you can become really ingredient to this. So have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly achieve their goals while others struggle despite their confidence? So in this podcast this week, we're going to explore the profound impact of clarity of purpose on achieving success. And sometimes when I ask some people, what do they want? It's a simple question, but it's a deep question. It's a question that you must have spent time with yourself and able to understand where you are, where you want to be, or what you want to achieve in your life. So, especially when it comes to the area of relationship, some of the common things that I notice with few people that I spoke to, they really know about what they don't want. Probably because of their previous experience with different kind of people, which is really good. But they also struggle to know what exactly they want, because the moment they get to a particular point in their life or with their relationship, that relationship no longer fulfill the feelings they have when they first started it. So that emptiness is there, and you ask them, think about it. What do you really want? And because there's a mix between what they need and what they want, so they kind of find difficult to put a label to exactly what they really or want, because to them it keeps changing, which is fine. But unless we have the clarity of what we really want, you see, someone said, some people spend all their energy to enter a relationship, have a family, but they never really spend time with this family that they set up for themselves. They keep themselves so busy to walk away from it, to run away from it. They just make themselves so busy and say, oh, I have to do this so I can provide for them. So by the time we get home, the family is already asleep. By the time they leave in the morning, the family is still sleeping. And they go through the cycle of this for 365 days in a year. You ask yourself, is this what this person really wants? So because sometimes our action is contradicting what we really need, what we really want. Unless we spend time to evaluate what we want and what we need, it is very difficult to extract the clarity out of our purpose. So we all have aspiration in life. Some stemming from a genuine desire to improve ourselves and others, while others simply follow friends or compete for the sake of being the best or coming first. That's why a lot of people don't really know why they doing what they're doing right now. They just know that someone they know doing it, and so they do it. Or they heard that this particular place is where you find breakthrough, and everybody just rush to the same place without thinking, what did I want? What kind of person I am? One spiritual teacher once asked a single few words question, and it's very deep question, and we don't tend to ask ourselves this question: is, who am I? Are you the person that your job or title ascribe to you? Are you the person that making a thought in your mind every few seconds? Because you can notice that thought. So who is the person that noticed the thought? Who is the owner of that thought? You could say you both. So why I'm using this link this way is to link us into why it's so challenging to create a clarity of a purpose without taking the step back, without really go deep inward and know why we do what we are doing. We might be doing things because there's a peer pressures on us that we are so adamant to look normal. So when approached constructively, we can indeed enhance our abilities, but it can turn toxic where the sole focus become outdoing others. So this is you can see this trait in some family. You can see this trait at work. This trait is encouraged in a society like ours in the Western world, where competition is encouraged. And the question is, why are you doing it? How do you feel if you don't do it the way the others are doing it? Are you buy into being normal? Because your goals might just be to develop your skills in photographics, but you are buying into the pressure to appear intelligent, to appear intellectual. You chose academics, you chose medicine, the field that you don't have a choice one day in it. I still see the adults that they are pursuing the dream of their parent when they are a child, even though they are no longer a child anymore. So to arrive to the space of clarity of goal, it also symbolizes the level of your emotional and spiritual maturity, to the point that you really become authentic within yourself to what you truly want to make happen for you. The beauty of age is things that you prioritize so much in your teens, in your 20s. You begin to look at it at a certain age later in life. When I start speaking to people in their 70s, in their 50s, their 60s, that precious of stone on their shoulder is being removed. They no longer have a need to impress anybody. So, frequently, many individuals are accurately aware of what they do not want, but they lack a clear vision of what they truly desire. So it will become a very difficult thing to move forward without first having clarity of what we want, without able to separate what you need and what you want. So when our purpose is clear, so this is what I'm coming into, toward the beginning and the end of this podcast. We find it much easier to confront the challenges and obstacles that inevitably arise. One significant reason why many people fizzle out before they even start is the absence of clear sense of purpose. Because if you have everything in your head, one thing that will happen is that each day will bring its own challenges, and you will be taking different challenges, even the ones that are not relating to your goals. And what you should have been doing is to do, even if it's a tiny step, make sure that it contributes into your larger goal every day. Have you ever stop and think, how could insects, tiny insects, build a home? They don't build it in one day. They make a step every day, they walk toward it. So the same thing as you. But for you doing this, it is important to be clear in your mind, in your written down goals, what exactly you want, and be realistic about it. So let's say, number one, achievable and measurable goals. In the business world, it's called SMART. Goals are well known for helping establish specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound objectives. Research has shown that the art of writing down your goals significantly increases the likelihood of achieving them. When your purpose is clear, so what do you think will happen? You will naturally develop a strong desire to take necessary actions. It is impossible that you have a dream and you'll be able to just ignore it, because what will happen for you when you have a clarity of goals or purpose, you have a burning desire, which is the energy you need to take steps, to take actions, to go out there and make it happen. When you already have a right mind, doing the right actions, I can guarantee you that the universe will transpire to help you making your dream come true. I was working on alignment this weekend, and I've been cutting these stubborn weeds for weeks, but I was using a manual cutting tools, and it's taking ages. And every time I do one part, by the time I move to the next part, the one that I've done a few weeks ago is already sprung up again. So I think yesterday morning, some of the people that have the plot of land in the place came and saw me introduce each other. And he said, "Wow, you're very energetic, but I think if you use these tools, it might make it easier and faster for you." He was right. So he gave me this cordless grass cutter, and I injected the battery into it. And the thing that I've been doing for months, and is in an hour, I was able to get rid of all the overblown grown weeds on my plot of land. So what I'm trying to say is that when you have the right tools, you also will get the better and expected results in real time. And also, you have to put yourself out there. Because if I stay in my house, if I stay in my place, if I didn't be there and someone see me that I was actually struggling, but I was making a lot of effort to make it happen, probably they have those tools and they're not using it, and they see someone that can use it and they lend the hand to you. So what I'm trying to encourage you is, it's not enough to have the dreams in your head. It's not enough to think about what you want to make happen in your mind. You need to take the actions. You need to put yourself there. And when you have the right mind, when you have to take the right action, I can guarantee you that the universe will transpire to help you. Number 2, increase focus and attention. You will find that you can manage distraction more effectively when your purpose is clear. This heightened focus on your goals will yield positive results in achieving them. That takes me to number 3, efficient communication. What happened to the people that can communicate their vision, their dream, their goals easy? We all know. We want to work with them. We want to listen to them. I feel good to out and make someone talking about what they're working on, and you saw enthusiasm that comes from them, the joy, the love that they communicate through you. You catch it. You catch it because these people, they are no longer just dreaming it; they are living it, and that's what efficient communication means. Because communicating your business in a way that other people will help you spread it will help you a lot. An individual with clarity of purpose excels in communicating their intentions and desires effectively. They can also manage other expectations, carefully saying no when necessary. People around you, your family, your friend, they have kind of expectation on your time, on your resources. Failure for you to understand that and communicate it in an open, compassionate to them will also hamper your own progress. Some of them might be really grown up and able to understand where you're coming from. Majority of them may not. They might not want to talk to you for a while. They might even cut you off, that say you are unhelpful. But all those things are tiny drops in the oceans. What is more important is you don't carry a resentment that will drag you down a long time, that will cause more pain for your goals. You release them with compassion. And lastly, which is boosted confidence. So how does having clarity of goal boost our confidence? It does boost our confidence in many ways, but I'm just going to give you one single way in this article. It allows us setting clear goals act as a confidence booster because you have faith in your ability to make your goals a reality. Many people will be asking you, how did you do it? And because you know you've done it before, you can do it again. You know you are overcoming so many obstacles in your life. You will not be afraid to overcome the next one. You know that despite all the downs and ups that you've been through, you survive. You will survive again. You know that when you aspire and desire to make things happen, you will take the right action. This is what boosts your confidence. And in conclusion, clarity of purpose not only brings your goals to fruition, but also helps shape your mindset and personality. Clear and attainable goals open the door to the numerous benefits that I've listed above. I hope this podcast helps someone. And if you'd like to know more about this community, as I said earlier, you can check it out on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. And if you'd like to write to me, you can also send me an email directly at info@lifeforlivingwell.com, or you can use contact me on our website, and I will definitely get back to you as soon as possible. Until we meet again next week, please stay safe and have a wonderful week ahead. Ciao.